Lady is going viral for actually admitting that she divorced the love of her life for one reason, because she wanted more money.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mark Straight to the Philippines. Today's video is pretty funny. Women who regret divorcing their good husbands. The man was good to them, he treated them right, never cheated, never hurt them, provided a nice home, but they left them anyways and they instantly regret it.
Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness.
So this actually happened to me. This is pretty personal. I don't usually talk about my own life, but we were great. We were together 10 years and married for 7, and everything was fine when I had the job and she wasn't working, and everything was fine when I had the job and she had the job, but I made more money, and everything was okay when we made the same amount of money. It wasn't until she started making more money that we had problems. And I wasn't the problem. I was cool with it. They always say, like, oh, real men can't take it, or immature men can't take it. Real men got to step up and be cool. I was always cool with it. I didn't care. Like, I was happy for her. If she made more money, okay, cool. She was the one that had a problem with it. And she said she didn't, but the constant nagging for years, oh, you can do better, you can make more money, for years and years, it's obvious she's the one that had a problem with it. But life's funny like that. And now Karma's a bee, and she hit the wall. She's 35 and older, single, realizing dating sucks these days, and what a great guy I was, and how bad she messed up. And I'm over here living my best life in paradise, surrounded by beautiful women everywhere, going on the best dates of my life. Has no one to blame but herself.
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money.
This is the problem with dating and marriage in modern day America and Western women, because they're never happy. She had a perfect husband, and she divorced him just because he wasn't rich enough. Like I said before, all the time, 9 out of 10 divorces are initiated by the women, and the number one cause of divorce is over money. And men are happy with beanbag chairs and a television and an empty apartment. Men aren't the problem. Men are usually content. It's women that are the problem, the Western women.
I thought I'd talk for just a minute about this divorce that I'm going through.
So he didn't really start this process. I guess it was more so me, because I was always looking for someone else because I didn't know how to be loved or how to accept love. Found somebody, and so while he was fighting for me, I was pushing him away. But I never truly accepted happiness.
I left the good guy. I left the guy that everybody looks at and is like, that's a dad, that's a husband, that's how it's supposed to be.
You know, when you're 35, 40, and you hit the wall, and you realize that no one's going to marry you because you have huge unrealistic expectations, you're never going to be happy, you have no one to blame but yourself at this point. And she'll be recording videos on TikTok or somewhere else. Where'd all the good men go? I can't find any. Men need to step up and do better and date women in their 40s or 50s. And am I still pretty, guys? I can't find a boyfriend or husband, but my husband told me I never find anyone like him. Is this true? Am I still pretty? They'll be making those videos still
A
begging
woman
for
shared
attention.
her regrets about not working harder to save her marriage now that her ex-husband is happily remarried. The 41-year-old woman shared to the True Off My Chest subreddit that she left her husband around 10 years ago, shortly after they'd had their first child together. According to this woman, there were no major issues in the marriage. She was a stay-at-home mom and had her husband wrapped around her finger. He did whatever she said, and she burned him out. When he grew tired of her demands, she started threatening divorce. She thought she was still a great catch and that she could do better than her husband, so she left. She ended up getting joint custody of her son and the house after the divorce. Now, 10 years later, the ex-husband is happily remarried with a baby daughter and a new house. The divorced woman, on the other hand, has been unmarried ever since. She's jealous of her ex-husband's new wife, saying, "She took my husband, she took my kid, she took my life that was once mine, and now I live in an empty house." She claims she is alone and miserable and wishes she would have been a better wife 10 years ago so she wouldn't be in this situation. As you can probably imagine, not many people were very sympathetic towards this woman. "You got what you deserved and he got what he deserved," one Redditor commented. Others noted that the new wife didn't take anything from her, with one saying, "You gave it away."
Talks about divorcing a good guy. I've been divorced twice, both of which were my decision, and neither one of them were abusing me or cheating on me. That doesn't mean there wasn't a pile of other reasons as to why we couldn't maintain a healthy relationship. You deserve to be happy.
And why is she not happy? Because of money. It's always about money.
I'm proud of you for taking responsibility for your happiness and doing something about it. So stop beating yourself up.
With dating gurus like this, dating experts, dating coaches for women like this, telling young women to leave their good husbands, the dating market back home is only going to get worse and worse, guys. There's going to be so many. You think it's bad now. There's going to be so many divorced, miserable women who are going to take this terrible advice. This is why I recommend going overseas to find women that actually appreciate you.
The reason why nobody's talking about divorcing the good guy is because they know how it makes them look and they oftentimes live to regret it. And the bottom line is that it is extremely disappointing for men to hear stories like this because it tells them that they could be an amazing man, but this is how they could still end up. The woman that they love and that they said vows to and that she said vows back to him could just decide she's not happy and she leaves him. Ladies, what so many men would love for you to understand is that they don't do that to you. Men do not leave good women simply because they aren't happy. Because most men understand that if they are not happy and yet they have a good woman, it is a him problem. A lot of women, unfortunately, do not think the same way when it comes to their own happiness because they put it on the man to make them happy. These are women that will be in the cycle of finding a new man and being happy for a short amount of time, but then eventually, over time, they become unhappy because they're unhappy with themselves. So for you men listening, my biggest piece of advice is to make sure that you're with a woman that is naturally happy with herself.
So thank God for Emily King and other women like her, the very few good Western women still around. If only more women were like this, we wouldn't have to go overseas to find good wives. Unfortunately, it's like finding a needle in a haystack in a giant farm filled of haystacks, to where it's just freaking impossible for most people. But that's it for today's video. Let me know if you liked it or not. Hit that like button if you did. It really helps me out the channel and the YouTube algorithm. Enables me to keep doing videos like this to help you guys and provide a living over here for me. I really appreciate it. Alright, subscribe if you liked it. I do a lot of videos like this, and then traveling in the Philippines, living over here, being a digital nomad, retiring young, dating Filipinos, and then reacting to these crazy Western women, American women, leaving their good husband. What is wrong with them? It's so hard to find a good husband. They really bring it on themselves when they die alone. Anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. God bless.